investing time in the wrong partner? Are you annoyed that when you're getting to know somebody and you're opening up your heart to them and then they just move away and the relationship ends? I'm Sonny Sekon, your dating coach. There's a psychological approach which explains exactly why partners would just move away, start closing off, and start to become distant from the relationship. 1 minute, we can have the most magical, beautiful relationship there is. We could be connecting, opening up, opening our heart up, planning the future. We could be talking about meeting parents and taking the relationship to the next level. And then before we know it, everything changes for the bad. Then the whole relationship moves away and ends without us knowing what happened. Let's look at the attachment styles that governs this type of behavior. So there's a secure attachment style, which means that we are secure within the relationship and we're going to make things happen. We're going to make this relationship work. We have beliefs that we are good enough, and most importantly, we can get through anything. We also have an anxious attachment style, and the anxious attachment, they think I'm not worthy of love. So they show a lot of love to people. They give a lot of love to everyone. By doing that, they think they will receive love. Deep down inside, they don't believe they're worthy of love. And then we also have the avoidant attachment style. Avoidant attachment style is the one we're going to focus on today. The avoidants, they will give love to people, they'll connect with people, but as soon as fear comes into it, they'll move away and run away from the relationship. That's because a belief comes up inside of them where they believe they're not good enough. This could have come from being abandoned from a young child, or being hurt where they felt that they wasn't loved and people would move away from them. Most of our beliefs come from the first 7 years of our life. When we're young, we believe everything is our fault. So when we receive love, we believe everyone loves us. However, if somebody leaves us, a father, a mother, we'll feel abandoned, and we also believe that this is our fault. By having this belief, we will tend to avoid relationships and avoid that deep intimacy within a relationship. We see this best in this Indian movie called Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. Here we see Amitabh Bachchan, the father of his adopted child. He shows so much love and care. He's actually going to give his family business to him. When things are good, we really commit to that person. However, when things got bad, when his son disobeyed him, his father went into fear. He started stacking all the bad things against him and just focused on all the negatives. This is very typical of the avoidant mindset. Now we see Amitabh Bachchan asking his child to leave the house. He says to him, "You're not my blood," and today you are proving that. With the avoidant mind, we really focus on all the bad things about that person, and it keeps coming up in our mind. However, this method of dealing with relationships cost us a lot. As we can see right at the end of the movie, Amitabh Bachchan's heartbroken. He has tears in his eyes. He's had years of pain, loneliness, and it was the pride and ego that got into the way, and this ruined their relationship. It ruined many years of loving times, and it could have all been saved by having an open and honest conversation to be able to understand what was happening, to allow ourselves to be open to more things. When we're stuck in pride, we really limit our possibilities. We believe that we know everything's right, instead of being open to more. Let's look at a couple of solutions for this. Carl Jung, one of the most infamous psychologists out there, he looked at something called archetypes, and he said there's a king, there's a queen, there's a magician, there's a lover inside of us. But on the other side to the king, we also have a part that has fear, which is called the shadow side of us. In the shadow side, we become controllers and we become tyrants. We really get dominant and angry. We start blaming other people and get furious at them. And this is all because of fear that comes up inside of us. And when this fear comes up, we want to take lead, we want to control. But this isn't our higher self. As a king, we're in full strength, acceptance, love, joy. We're able to express ourselves and we believe that we are enough. However, when we're in our lower self, we actually act up. Let's also look at the work from Dr. David Hawkins. With his work, he actually studied energies, and he was able to understand how certain energies and certain emotions affect how we are. They did these electromagnetic scans, was able to understand that when we're stuck in anger, we have limited potential compared to when we're stuck in joy or love. What we can see here is when we're around the energy of pride, anger, desire, we really fall under that avoidant attachment style. So the way to break out of this is to really step into courage and to really let go of that experience, be able to communicate it openly and be honest with how you feel and who you are. When we step into courage, we look at acceptance and we look at love and joy. When we bring this type of energy into a relationship, that's when we bring a relationship that's full of love, joy, and a deep connection. Because we're not separating with ourselves, we're connecting with our actual partner, and we're stepping into our creative emotion rather than our destructive emotion. So the quick solution to this is, if you're having problems with your partner and you're avoiding something, pick up a bottle of wine, go over, have some drinks together, and just have an honest, deep conversation. Just be able to connect. Let go of the past experiences that may have hurt you, and understand that now you're greater than that. And now you can bring in that deeper level of love. Our brain is very similar to a program that we run on a computer. So we're running a program on a computer, and then we see a virus come up. And when this virus comes up, what we would have to do is deal with it. However, if we buy another computer and play the same program, the same error will occur. The way that we have to get past this is we have to update the software. We have to update our programming in order for us to remove that error and for the computer to run smoothly and well, so we can do everything we want. And this is the same for relationships. Once we upgrade our software, once we upgrade our programming, we will then be able to bring in that deeper level of love that we all deserve. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share so it can help somebody that you know that are also in this situation. Thank you so much. This is Sunny Sekon, your dating coach.